You know what to say?
GVK.
That's it. Fuck it. I'm done. I'm done with everybody. Fuck all you today. Especially you, Wiz.
Why B? I didn't do anything.
You cried out laughing. You talked shit about my book.
To be fair, come on. You can't blame him for that.
I just so happened to look over, and what I saw was glorious. I'm sorry.
If it was any of us, we are laughing.
Oh God!
For that
just
so now it lets me teleport instead of you faggot ass games.
Oh man!
Suck my dick. I should just alt F4 to get off the rest of the day. That pissed me off. Fuck this game.
She's saying, all right, alt F4. Even I'm thinking, okay, I guess Richie wins this battle because he's doing the one thing the game can't counter. And then I see his character just raise its book into the air and it starts fucking flying. Nothing else happens.
The game would let me smother it, so I had the fucking task manager.
I swear if the task manager would have flaked on you too, I think I would have lost it.
I would have reset my computer at that point and probably not play this game.
Wait, am I actually here? Is this where I was supposed to go?
What did it stop you from doing that you're so salty about this?
It wouldn't let me teleport to a new region.
Yeah, oh. I get it. I too would be mad if I wasn't allowed to become Norwegian.
Oh, you! I was playing with fire, huh? I'm just saying.
I don't choose what you guys leave around, okay?
I'm gonna stab him one day. I'm gonna fork him multiple times. I hate you so much. Like, my hatred of you is like burning like 1,000 suns right now. I hate you as much as 10 people hated me back in the day.
Back in the day?
I hate you right now.
We know what back in the day looked like. Segregation.
I thought you mentioned slavery.
I mean, slavery never left. We're all slaves at some point.
Yep. You're a slave to Shadowheart. And wrestling themes.
He's playing with absolute fucking fire today. He just wants a foot shoved 20 fucking feet up his ass.
No, that doesn't sound enjoyable.
Bang, fuck you.
I'm not a part of this. I know better.
Oh yeah, I can get on my new secret. Yeah, does the Monster Hunter Mount not get a fucking song with it? It's just quiet.
But you need a theme talking about riding them out?
No, it plays Arkfel's theme.
I don't hear it. Shut the fuck up, Awiz.
You want a theme where they starts off with a whistle and you just hear a random guy going yaw yaw. You hear a whip noise.
God, I fucking hate you. fucking kidding me? I gotta go do this damn dungeon. Oh. I'll do it later for my promotion. Eat my ass.
Yeah, don't you look fucking cool? Oh? Time just... Okay, that's actually kind of a cool effect. Does it actually advance the days?
Yeah, I can't even do the damn hunting log. I just basically have to do this quest line.
Yeah, it does. Holy shit. Time is fucking fast forwarding.
Yeah, I want you to fast forward. You shutting the fuck up, dick.
At last you've come.
I'm full black man mode today. Yeah, I pushed it to this point.
That stands in my
Yo,
path.
Y'all,
The countless
y'all,
others I
yes you
crushed
did.
Underfoot.
Your ancestors
You are but
did.
one more obstacle to obliterate.
Let me know when you're
He
finished.
got one. Get fucked.
Tell me, Greymane, what sort of obstacle are you? One
Would you like
filled
Would you
with
like
a
to watch
grand
me get my
sense of
ass kicked by the? I don't even know what her name is. Sugar Rush.
Or one whose will
Riot?
bends
Sugar Riot.
whichever way the wind
I'm
shall
sure that
blow.
I think you've taken enough of meeting today.
Or perhaps you're one simply consumed
I
by
hate you both
greed.
so much.
You consider all the innocents you've slaughtered obstacles.
All that exists belongs to me. All that exists lives to serve me. And you too shall exist for me. Breathes life into potential.
Let me go back to section 8.
Everything and everyone will bend to my will. Sheer will.
Oh, okay, that was cool. I'll give you that one.
I've dyed the canvas of creation with it. My will is dominion itself. Resist, and your blood shall ink my brushstroke. Surrender and be made part of my design.
Dude, that is a disgustingly. Oh, what is that? Someone has their whole. Oh God, they're the character dressed as a skinny ass brown frog.
Whoa.
Wait, that's a Utopia deck. You see what on his Richie?
I don't even care at the moment. Fuck you.
Number
I'm
39
still-
Utopia.
I'm still pissed at you. Fuck you. And I'm going to get Sugar Rush. Riot. Whatever.
to me. Even you, Remake. Yield or be crushed. Power and I are one. How can stand to oppose our union?
Oh, that red mage just got fucking put down.
All will bend the knee to me. To us. Stand in our way. You cling to your naive, egoistic delusions. You are merely an obstacle that exists only to be destroyed. You think yourself worthy to stand in my way?
The world will not bend to your will.
Of course it will. There are myriad ways to remove an obstacle. You simply lack the imagination.
To deal with such a naive fool as you requires a different approach. A foolproof method.
If you're gonna do more books, or if you're gonna do more of those, by the way, Richie, I might join. I think my book has one of them.
Door. Oh, fuck.
Mine has M3 and M4.
Fuck! God damn it. I stood on the. I accidentally moved to the right. I stood on the edge. That was an accident. This red mage is getting cooked. Feels bad. Healer died.
Oh, I also have to do the light heavyweights.
What's happening? Whoa. Oh shit! Ooh.
Back for more.
Are you Muirden, Caliburn, or someone else?
I exist everywhere. I am myself. I am everyone. I am everything.
Enough nonsense.
I encompass all. All flows back to me. The ache in every soul. The longing for immortality. The longing for beauty. The longing for endless power. Perfect freedom. The longing for unconditional worship. I am the embodiment of every dark desire. Their hunger has awakened my being. I am humanity's cause. The answer they beg to avoid.
Thunderstorm. Heal down. Again.
Mustafar?
You two are a
One thing right now. Jesus.
To deny me is to deny yourself. Rejoice in this moment. For you will now fulfill your purpose.
Very impressive. That's my shit, bro.
For the Arcadia.
And
Yeah.
you will be free to harbor every heart and every
Dang.
soul.
What gear level are you? What gear level do you... Hold on, I actually...
And carry their
Depends. Are we doing the heavyweights?
Can you do the heavyweights?
I cannot do the heavyweights yet.
What
So I'm
level
working on-
gear level do you need the heavyweights?
I think it's 45. 745.
745.
I'm close
And...
to that.
Hold on.
Why do you say nothing?
Are you going to be able to get that with Cruiserweight gear?
We'll see.
Are you no different?
I cannot become one with all. You and I cannot coexist.
Wait, what Jake Paul did?
So
Um,
all
it only gives you... The Cruiserweight only gives you 740 gear.
Damn it.
You have to do story.
One more story. I'm actually close to getting a dungeon and trial unlocked. The
probably
Rock.
the first one. You will like the second trial because after the second trial, you get to regain your glory from the final blow that Wu stole from you.
And fuck that bitch.
Oh, what the fuck is that? Good timing.
Pants and hands.
Oh, really? Okay. I didn't see this coming. Interesting. Okay. So I'm definitely going to take the L on this one.
One more cruiserweight. I should have what I need. I mean, it's 739 right now. I have 2 pieces of 750 armor. I have 710 pants, 720 hands. So we're gonna see what the fuck
You
that
are
is.
currently level what?
100?
No. What item? Sorry. I know you're level 100, man. You should not be doing this at not level 100.
739.
739. You need 745. You may not be able to hit it. Just doing that. You may have to go in and just continue the story.
No.
It's okay. The latest dungeon will give you 100% what you need. I don't. Which means you're gonna have to catch up.
No.
Or you could get the tombstone gear, but I'd say the best way to get tombstones is going to be doing the expert.
Actually, funny you say that. Hold on a second. I can. Damn it, the pants are 8 through!
How much tombstones do you have?
Good question, 512.
Oh my god, how do you dodge that?
I have 12, but to buy pants, I need 820. Maybe like a couple of roulettes, actually. Give or take. Yeah, because pants are mostly holding me back right now.
Trying to get me to go on a fucking cruise. I hate cruises.
I do too, but just go hang out with your motherfucker.
Huh?
I do too, just do it. Fuck it. Why not?
If I've got see, the thing is that I'd rather go to a destination than go on a cruise.
Thought you want to say something else, obviously.
What was I gonna say?
No. Nothing is fucking all.
No, 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 come on. Don't be pussy.
Nothing. No, I am gonna be a pussy.
Yeah.
You deal critical damage on the first time the weakened combat.
Instead, Ted, I'm gonna goon for this bird I got and my character.
Wait, what just happened?
Oh, shit, dude.
Just
The
someone
fuck
just
was
ripped,
that?
Like, someone just ripped.
You heard that?
Unbelievable.
That's kind of funny.
Jail.
That wasn't even a loud one. That's kind of funny. That one was. I've had a couple which I thought were like really loud, and that one is the one that gets picked up. Damn.
It's like a fucking whoopee cushion. What the?
I actually own a whoopee cushion. Funny enough.
I thought it was a fucking soundboard. It took for Richie to react for me to register that it was real. Oh my god.
That's kind of funny. I'm surprised it got picked up.
Oh,
Honestly, it's kinda
clear
funny.
as day, bro. Clear as day.
Dude, sometimes it just like picks up random shit, and sometimes it, like that 90% of the time it doesn't pick up that random shit. And just today it just felt like picking up me ripping ass. I've ripped ass so many times with the mic on. I don't even mute ever. I can't believe that's the first time it ever got picked up. Was it the loudest one? It wasn't like I like
Yes.
shit my pants.
That
or
shit was
anything.
loud as fuck. Or I'll go back and I'll clip it.
Of course you're gonna
Oh
clip it.
god.
I know you're gonna clip it. Motherfucker.
Oh man.
I ripped ass. I was like, fuck.
I didn't. I'm in disbelief. I'm like, there's no way nobody would just drop one that loud.
It wasn't even a. That's the thing. It's not even a loud one. Like I'm gonna tell you, like if you were even hearing it, it was kind of a pinch of a fart.
Oh god, I think that the mic fucking overcompensated or something.
Yeah.
Jesus. That's great. It's literally like a clown nose. What am I supposed to be doing here? Oh, okay, that worked. That worked. Oh. Okay, it still counted. That's okay. That did a fuck ton of damage.
Ted, I'll do some blitz next. I
Covered that all up for that.
I just need to do maybe a couple. And I think that puts me in where I need to be at. Oh hell no, I'm avoiding that one.
Yeah, I can't. But that shit came through. That surprised me that you heard that. Like like I had some pretty good ones, and I was like,
You
I'm
thought
so
you were,
glad my bike
yeah, I'm
can't
gonna
pick
get
up
caught.
that. No, I've never thought I was gonna get caught. Nobody's ever heard it before. It
No,
was
I mean the
first
good
time
ones. You said the good ones is probably like you were like waiting to hear a reaction and you heard nothing.
No, it's never been picked up once. I've had some like really like days when I'm like feeling really sick, like and my gas is out like crazy. Never picked up. But that was like the bitchiest part for it to get the thing to pick. I'm actually disappointed that was the
That was the
got picked
one.
up. Like I would have loved one of the good ones to be there.
What a fucking sentence.
I kind of get it, to be honest. He's not
It's
wrong.
like if it's gonna get picked up, at least pick up a good one.
Yeah, like if you're gonna do something wrong, do it right.
All I need is paint. I'm just gonna roll it. I don't care. I still want to gear my wiper out.
Oh, thank God they're making me go up.
Richie, I'm gonna ask you a question. You don't know. You may not know the answer to. Do you like green sauce or red sauce on your waters?
I think I have both, honestly. So I'm not picky.
Okay. Do you like onions?
Bro, this dude. Yes.
He's gonna
Almost
blow
said
up
something
your
that would
bathroom.
actually legitimately get someone canceled on stream. I don't give a fuck. This dude's rabbit looks gay as fuck. That's not even cancelable. I like look to my left. I see him in a dress,
Oh,
high
shit.
heels, and a crop top. I'm like,
Bro, you gotta
wow,
miss one of
man.
these. Bro, miss like literally just one. Blackburn.
Oh yeah.
Any day now, buddy.
Hey. Black.
It's the name of the dragon.
Relax.
Richie, I am
Oh, is that
Yeah, I
Unka?
see.
34. True. I'm 34 levels away from having all the classes max, except Blue Mage. That doesn't count as a real job. If you hover over it, it says limited job. They oppress that job.
Dude, how does he keep showing up out of nowhere? What the fuck? Bro, this guy's the real fucking MVP. There he goes. Okay. I was about to say, any fucking day now, bro. Jesus. Dragon's a real MVP too.
Honestly, depending on what the summoner gets next patch, I might just max out Dancer first.
What do you mean? They're not gonna like release new abilities with the next patch, if that's what you're
Oh,
thinking.
fuck that shit. Yeah, I'm playing Dancer next patch.
Yeah, I mean,
I play Summoner enough.
expansion, they will. But next patch, no. Next patch is just gonna be like they're gonna add Alliance raid. I think they're adding a dungeon.
Fuck you, quicksand.
Cliff,
Today's the day.
you've decided then. No need to rush it.
I'm ready. How are the others?
They'll be fine. Let's go. This way.
Thank God. That would have pissed me off, honestly, if that Garuda went somewhere else.
Garuda.
Tell me, how are you holding up?
A little tired, that's all.
You look weathered.
Fuck my life. I was in the right spot, too.
I've weathered
I just
a lot.
fucked up. That's funny.
The banter's new.
I was slightly to the left.
We haven't had a moment's pause since that night.
Peace and calm were strangers to us.
We all carry that night with us every step of the way.
School space typhoon.
But now, the Greymanes can lay that burden down. Thanks to you. Cliff, it's time to lay down the burden you carry. Be free.
Ooh.
Wonka. You've always stood by me. Thank you.
It's what we do. Brother, take care of yourself.
Normal. Visit Caliphate. Oh, they want you to go to everywhere one by one?
Radiant Typhoon Vision.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh, I
Interesting.
should play some Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh. I was saying how we're doing a nice job. No one died. Then we just lost like 2 people. Tobo's killed.
Oh, one of these. Not crazy about that one. Base crit rate, though, is not bad. 243. What about the one I have on?
I'm gonna need everything. I don't
39.
Okay, everybody just left. So I got everything. I got everything, Ted. Scratch your mother.
What is wrong with you?
What?
Wrong with Richie? Man, you're asking that question a little late, man.
True.
All right, Ted's survey says
Hmm. Anything else? Nope, that's it.
Okay, Ted. So what I can do, I can buy a poetic hand right now, and that should put me at 745 to do whatever the fuck tier is next. Teddy? Okay. I'm about to say, do I have to do it?
No, I was listening.
Oh, I could actually pass the other sword off to her.
Oh,
You won't.
what? Can I just woe to woe?
No.
Shit. Okay. Pressing me now. That's what we're doing. Fuck it, Ew, someone actually bought that fucking hat. Sweet Jesus. Yeah.
Akatomborg.
Okay. Where did that come from?
Sven.
Damn, you know what else I gotta fucking do?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh man, see, that's what I be talking about. That's the shit I be talking about.
I'm
right
sorry.
There, see? That's what I'm talking about right there. See, and I'm the one that gets called toxic when I respond in kind. I'm the toxic.
It was wide open, man. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, there's a top hat to give you glasses.
Wait, where's that? Where's the where's the this one? Here we go. I got you.
I'm not toxic, they're just fucking stupid!
Pitbull before I really knew who Pitbull really was. She take good care of them birds.
Of course. She loves that thing.
Better be taking care of them damn birds.
Pretty loves
A
birds.
gravestone bearing constellations.
Yes. Yes, I
Who
do.
would have crafted such a thing?
They're just so stupid. They just stand there and stare at you with the dumbest expression. I'm curious on what you gonna do. That way they know what they gonna do. If both of you decide what you gonna do, then there's no problem.
Picture the future our research could
But you look like
bring.
fucking stupid ass, not ravens. I know ravens are actually big shit. Crows, that's what they're called. Crows don't give a fuck here in Texas. I was at Panda Express the other day, just sitting outside eating. This fucking crow was just camping next to me. He's like, I know you better drop something. I know he's like a fucking dog, just sitting there staring at me. And I got like to the tail end of my food. I said, you know what, here, you motherfucker, you can have a piece of worse chicken. And I dipped because I know when you give them food, they expect more. So I had to get the hell out of there. This was a 22-minute duel. Jesus. Damn.
The Institute stands ready. Let us share another fruitful conversation next time.
Damn. The Nile Rock can eat my ass.
Is this mission still bugged?
Do you use poetics, these higher tier poetics for anything else? It's just buying gear? That's it? Or to catch
No,
a
there's
second?
other thing. You use them for the relics too. Not the highest tier. The highest tier one are just for gear.
Oh, you talking about the? Oh yeah, I do want to go for the Phantom weapon eventually.
The
That
Phantom,
is-
if you use the mathematics for that, but basically the way it works is that once Dawn, once the next expansion comes out, those
They go away and the other poetics take over.
Yep.
The poetics you never fucking use. Still gonna go for the Phantom weapons now. I already saw what the last tier of them looked like with whatever Pastor do it. Definitely want the Vipers. Yeah, get over it, bird. Anyway, what I saw the other day, or today actually, I saw another relic weapon that had the Bahamut wings. I figured out where to get them, and I'm not happy. So I gotta go back to my least played, not least played, my most hated expansion, Stormblood. Dawn Trails are bad, just fucking kiss my ass. Bitch stole my fucking thunder.
Spend all day?
Oh, I need to break through the bitches to help my friends. No, they totally weren't beating the shit out of that mech robot before I got there. We brought speed back. We brought the good side out. What the fuck? We don't need that bitch side to come out. She can be totally evil. We still kill
Hey
her.
guys, it's Connor here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to
Yes, Ted,
examine
I was
left
salty.
what button you press,
That was our
select
time
the
to shine.
constellation.
We
This,
were the
as you
only
see, if I
threat
hover
in that
over it,
whole
it's
room.
going to take
And
me
this
into a really
motherfucker
cool
comes out
looking
and just
constellation
drops it.
mode
That's
like
like if we were
this.
fighting
And this part
Xenos
gets really
and
confusing.
fucking,
Now, when you examine, you hold down
damn
your
it,
examine
the
key.
damn
You'll
bird
see
girl's
here, you're
name.
supposed to
And she
examine
swooped
and
in as a
investigate the
sparrow and
constellations.
just
But
hit
the
Xenos
only
in
one
the
you can
back
see
of the
is
skull,
actually these
and we
dots
just
in the sky
uppercutted him
building.
for the victory.
You'll see over here,
We
these
were
dots
already
over
had
here,
that fight
you
covered.
specifically have to line them up in a certain pattern. But first, I
Just
want you to
ruined
look
it.
at my
It ruined
mini-map
the
of
fight.
where I'm standing.
Yeah,
So
I'm
we're going to put
genuinely
north
pissed about
directly
that fight.
above
That fight
us.
sucked.
And we're going to, at
Just
the
because
X
it
marks
hurt.
the spot, we're just going to go to the left of it, about 2 meters. 2 meters to it. So we're going to stand about here,
never
and that
bring that
road
damn
at the
character
top there,
back.
you can see there's the
I
little
didn't like
road next
him
to the
either,
north
but
symbol.
damn,
We're basically
Wolf is just
facing it
fucking
exactly like
bitch.
this, and then you're going to hit the examine key, and you're going to look at the constellations. Now just look at it for a second, like this. You just hold it in. You're just going to investigate and examine it. You're not doing anything else. You're just looking at it, and it's going to slowly change. The game doesn't tell you that you just have to keep staring at it. Staring at it is what you need to do. Literally. There's nothing else you do. You just have to look at it for an absurd amount of time. And that is how you can examine the constellation. What a weird quest, dude. But that's essentially how you can complete it. I hope you found this video helpful, and also YouTube thinks you might like this one next. So check it out, and thank you for watching.
No loitering. What grabbed your attention?
I dare say most folk would find truly it's astonishing. There's a gravestone that has been retrieved from the Gate of Truth. I suspect the light that shrouds it bears meaning, likely a constellation. Many would claim constellations are nothing more than an arrangement of stars. Yet, to my mind, they present themselves as riddles awaiting solution. Would you agree?
Don't even try it. Don't even lie.
Well, I open up all the coffers.
Because you want to be an asshole and make me take everything when I don't need it. You piece of shit. And you see me sitting there like, why the fuck is my inventory messed up? I know you be cackling in the background silently. Oh God, what is he doing? Is he doing witchcraft? Okay, Hardleg lost his mind. He's doing witchcraft. Bum, bum. Damn, sitting in Solution 9 all day. This damn tune just gets catchy. Alrighty. Alright, Ted, would you like to do... What the fuck is that chess piece? Just got sidetracked. Hang on a second. I see someone wearing a chess piece that's just an outright tank top. Fuck that. I know how to get that. Nope, I'm good. Dude, he literally just looks like my character. Same skin tone, everything, just different eye color. Jesus. It's a Pictomancer. You know what's funny? I haven't seen that many Pictomancers. I thought I'll see a lot more of them when I get up here. I've seen a shit ton of summoners. I thought everybody hated this class.
Hello.
Hey!
Come on.
How do you get this moose? It's called a mini yan. How do you get that?
Treasure maps.
Fuck.
It's like the rarest minion in the fucking game. Good luck, man.
That does not sound like you get me the minion. Does that, Awis?
Does not.
Motherfucker, I have been trying to get the minion, okay? Yeah,
Oh, wouldn't
you
it
are
be
no longer
easier
the
to get it if it was two of you? Two heads better than one?
Awis has a point.
We'll be competing for it, but sure.
But Ted might strangle you, Awis. Good luck. I will not be able to defend you.
And he's not been able to do it because he hasn't been fucking done with the goddamn story. He unlocked this shit like last week. The area where you have to go. It's a living memory thing, Richie. Which means if you know what that means you have to be in living.
Oh no.
That means you just unlocked that shit.
Oh no.
This week. So you have not been able to do this until just now. So you can fuck off. We can do treasure maps at some point if you want.
Well, I'm gonna get yelled at.
Because you're a...
I don't even know what I even did. I didn't even do nothing. I didn't even keep the conversation going. I'm just getting yelled
That's pretty good. That was pretty good. I appreciated that.
Now I continue the story. I need one more piece of gear to be 750. I'll take a break. Barone? We'll take a small break.
Have you seen that video that's been going around about the guy
What the hell?
at somebody's door? The ring cam footage.
I saw something about that and didn't watch it.
Thought it was fake, honestly.
So Richie knows what I'm talking about. No, it's not fake. Definitely not fake. Somebody was arrested. That guy was arrested, and he actually got into the house, apparently.
Yeah, he did. Which is fucking wild, honestly.
Did he just decide not, like... Part of me wonders, like, if that guy decided to call the police at all.
My crazy ass would have.
I would fuck if some crazy dude starts rolling at my door. Apparently, so like the context is like he must have been having some sort of psychotic meltdown because he was like he. It sounded like he thought like
If you need gear, you come
like-
and find me.
a girl was kidnapped.
It's a cool sword.
He thought a girl was kidnapped, so he broke into somebody's house.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. He was probably psychotic as well. Like, but actually, you kind of hear on the footage of like him getting like when he breaks into the house, he's actually able to talk him down.
Thank God.
Because he like asks if the guy is military, and the guy's like, "Yeah, I'm military," and then he like kind of baits him like talking like almost like, "Hey, I'm your friend," kind of thing. And that's how you could tell the guy was completely out of his mind because he went from saying he was going to kill the other guy to being like okay with him, and it was like a flash. So Wanted of the Sinful Spoils. That is a one of. You don't have two of those cards. Ooh!
That's Snake Eyes?
No.
So he gets into the back rooms?
Yeah, that thing sends people to the back rooms. Snake Eyes Vengeance Dragon.
Oh, we just destroyed him. He said, fuck back rooms. You want to the death room. But he has a rock. A rock. A rock. He's fucked.
What? Did they buff this?
Crystal Wing, Clear Synchro Dragon.
He's in from the top turnbuckle. Let's go.
Hey, what's up guys, Riff here. So over the years I have covered a very wide range of topics, but one of the things that grinds my gears the most is situations where YouTube channels are being taken down unfairly. And within that certain topic, what makes it even worse is when content creators are weaponizing YouTube systems to silence other content creators because they were either criticizing them or making fun of them. And that is what is seemingly happening here between the quartering and Kino Casino. We are dealing with a situation where the Quartering has espouted his power to take down people like Kino Casino if he so desires, and through his private and public meltdowns, well, a lot of people are blaming him for multiple channels being taken down. Multiple channels that were critical of him. The first being the Kino Casino Clips channel. If you look for this channel on YouTube, it is gone. It's been completely removed, and a lot of people are blaming the Quartering. And because of his recent crash outs, a lot of people believe he might have a hand in this.
Oh yeah.
In fact, a lot of people see him flexing his reach with YouTube and also post seemingly gloating about the related bans as proof that he was at least wanting this result, while now also engaging in an apology tour where he's acting like the victim and that he has absolutely nothing to do with this, despite the fact there is a mountain of evidence suggesting otherwise. Now, to give you guys the full rundown of everything here, let's begin with the Quartering's channel. Perhaps the only YouTuber who uses the term woke in their titles more than me. But jokes aside, this guy has been around for a while. He has over 2 million subs. And he is someone who has faced many controversies over the years. But one of his main critics is Kino Casino, which is two co-hosts here, PPP and Andy Warski, who have made fun of him and criticized him for a very wide range of topics, including some things that are more mundane, like they've made a lot of fun of his coffee company that is, by his own admission, by the Quartering's own admission, in a lot of financial trouble, or at least it was at some point. And I mean, looking at it, they named it Coffee Brand Coffee. Like, this was destined to fail. I mean, it's like naming your dog Dog, or starting a smoothie company called Smoothie Brand Smoothie. Like, it's just completely generic and not that impressive. And also, if you want to spend your money on something online, why wouldn't you use it on the official Rev plushie that is now 155% funded in just a few days? This is a limited time campaign. I have showed this over and over again, but I'm proud to share this with you guys. Take this gremlin home while you still have the chance. This will be closing in just a few weeks. The link to this will be in the pinned comment and description. Making this purchase greatly helps out the channel, and you will definitely enjoy this little gremlin here. But over the past couple of weeks, Kino Casino, mainly on Kick, has been making fun of the Quartering, or Jeremy, right? They have been making a whole host of streams making fun of many different things. I'm not going to break down into every single thing they are making fun of him for, because a lot of them are allegations, and it involves a lot of his personal life. They're accusing him of swinging and having a lot of embarrassing behavior, really bad financial decisions, even creeping on female employees of his over the years. There's a lot of stuff they are coming after him for, and apparently the Quartering was not too happy about this. So on April 5th, he made this thread saying, if these clowns, referring to Kino Casino, keep going after my friends and family just because they don't like me, totally fine, I will in fact take everything they have and never apologize for it. Remember that line, I will take everything they have. Psycho weirdos are messaging my wife, calling her phone, people are harassing my friends, roast me, fine. There used to be a line, I don't give a F what you say about me, but these psychos are harassing my family, my wife, and my friends. They have no rules, and starting today, neither do I. I never wanted to do any of this. I begged these guys to just chill and only make fun of me. They refused, and so now I have no choice. Now, of course, there's a lot of vagueness here talking about taking everything from them and having no rules moving forward. and also having no choice in terms of how he's going to deal with this situation. As you can imagine, back on April 5th, the replies and quotes to this thread were absolutely bodying him. They were roasting him. This was a crash out. You can see like there's a lot of weird ways that he was typing. It looks like it was literally manic. It was just not a very good look for him. But then there was a situation. Right around that time, the Kino Casino Clips channel that is on YouTube, which is run by their editor, by the way, had a video flagged. And the quartering is the person a lot of people are pointing to, given that previous thread. They are blaming him for this happening. Eventually, that video in particular would be reinstated, but during this time, there was a private interaction with the owner of Kiwi Farms, where the quartering was discussing this situation, and he is talking about really how mad he is about how he's getting made fun of. And he's saying stuff like this: I can take their kick in YouTube, right? If I actually wanted to, they would be deplatformed outside of DLive in a week. So he's saying he has the power basically to take out every platform these guys are on. Then on April 5th, he would continue by saying, I don't think it's crazy to expect two other grown men to understand that my wife, who is not an online person, to be left out of things. The more they push it, the more I want to become the villain they already accuse me of. If I actually wanted to get them banned, easy. I don't want that. I want their ridicule. It's funny, and they are good at what they do. I don't think it's crazy to ask them to leave my wife out of it. Their YouTube channel is literally a walking TOS violation ran by a ban evader. So he is heavily implying on multiple levels that their channel could be taken away very easily. Now, a lot of people at this time only saw these public statements, but it was recently revealed that this private statement was also taking place during this time. So now let's look at one of the co-hosts, Andy Warski here, who had something to say about all of this. Well, he was not ban evading, okay? This was the person that the quartering was referring to as the ban evader. Now, at one point, Andy Warski's channel on YouTube was banned, but as you can see, back in August of 2025, his channel was unbanned with no videos left on it. It was basically just a placeholder channel at that point, but it was in fact unbanned. So at that point, he was no longer a ban evader, and there was no content to even report because the videos had been removed, which will be very important moving forward in this video. But Warski would reply to these comments made by the quartering saying, quartering has admitted to flagging us. He is trying to get us banned on Kick for making fun of him. He claims I am I'm ban evading on YouTube, which I was unbanned earlier this year. The channel is ran by someone else.
Okay. Richie, I'm gonna let you give your chance to sing the song.
His mic is killing him right now.
Yep, it is. You know what? Yeah, that's worth it. I'm like, I know, and fuck you. I don't get a clip later of me ripping.
I got you. I don't know how the audio is gonna be, but I'm gonna go for it.
Not that I want it, but you know.
Oh, I thought that's what you were saying. I thought you were saying you wanted it.
No, I know you're gonna go find it anyways, because you're.
I may or may not have pulled up in a notepad to write down the exact time on my fucking OBS right when you did it, so I can go back into the pod to find it.
You are such a. All right, peace out.
Mm-hmm. Funniest part about that he's not gonna appreciate is that he ripped ass right when I was in the middle of doing like the final fucking fight of the main story. So I'm in the middle of this epic set piece. And he just fucking drops one. What's this? It's a crafting piece? What the fuck? What is this? One durability. What the hell does this do? An apocalyptic tool feared even by the gods, transcendent power capable of sundering the very earth. Yet the moment the power is liberated, the axe will shatter, unable to withstand the overwhelming recoil. Are they serious with this? Wait, can I one tap the overwhelming fucking boss with this thing? Axe of the Apocalypse. Has anybody had footage of this? High level bosses, but it is not a primary weapon due to its fleeting nature. So did anybody try? The Axe of the Apocalypse cannot one-shot the hard. Oh, okay. Somebody did. That's exactly what I was just thinking. I was like, wait, can I just take this into the into the hardest boss? Where did you try to use this? Wait, what? The Forgotten General? I mean, it did chunk him quite a bit. I don't know who that guy is. This was a crit. Other attempts were doing half that damage. I hear some compare her to Wait, this game has a Melania, and I haven't found it? Would have gotten it after completing the game. Especially not that boss. Actually, Apostle's been equipped slashing reeds. Does seem to one-shot the scarecrows in the reed fields. Why the fuck would you use it there? Huh?
This Axe of Apocalypse sounds so cool, but looks such a shitty. Axe of Apocalypse attack 99999 durability 1. Wait, what? There's only one usage? Okay, so this is almost the most difficult boss in the game. I'm gonna try to kill him
you
with
used it on Belroth?
crazy axe I have. So flipping.
Not
cool
like
too.
this, bro.
The enemy is.
Bella.
So fast.
You could have beat him without
nice.
this, bro. I believe in you. Oh, shit. Oh.
Can I attack? Attack. Wait, did it break? Did it break? He blocked it? Bro, that's such a stupid Axe of Apocalypse crap. Oh, he's so fucking strong. I already finished the MSQ, but this guy is so strong.
Oh my god, this guy's panicking.
He blocked it again. Fuck me, man.
Oh my god. Okay, he's laughing too, thank god.
Bro, that's
okay, it landed that time.
That's 99.999.
It wasn't a crit.
9K.
It wasn't a crit, bro.
Damage, you saw the damage, that's the damage. Fuck you, game. I'm not gonna fight this guy with that.
Oh god. I'm sad of this. This is great. Richie, check your DMs. By the way, this guy in this short, I've already beat this guy. But I didn't do it the way that this guy did it. Oh my god. What was in his head too? It's the damage. Oh. head. Forgotten General is way harder. This wouldn't do. Okay, I don't know who that is. I guess I'm gonna find out. Is that what that other quest is that I just found? I got a bad feeling that's what that is.
Keeping well, are we? Hungry or not, time for me to cook up some fantastic food. It's gonna be delicious.
He clipped how much damage he did to the boss with that sword of apocalypse.
It's gonna be delicious. You'll be come back before you get too hungry.
He got absolutely eviscerated.
Mm-hmm. That guy is no joke too, by the way. They have 3 enemies. I guess a fourth that I didn't know about until just now. They have 3 enemies classified higher than mighty bosses, called overwhelming bosses, and he's one of them.
Also, you bring up your wife daily. Shut up. Then we have this situation where the quartering adds on saying first will be your YouTube, which is in violation of ban evasion. Easy takedown. And next will be your kick. I literally begged you two to be reasonable. I tried everything. You chose this. All I wanted was to let you guys dunk on me. All of their quote-unquote fans justifying making my wife live in terror. I hope you all support them financially, referring to Kino Casino, because it's your fault they are about to lose $100,000 a year. So he is saying that they are going to lose their channel on YouTube, the Clips channel, and it's going to be the fault of their fans for harassing his wife, I guess. But there's a major problem here, and what makes this extra scummy is that the quartering is saying the co-hosts of Kino Casino are going to lose money by that channel going away on YouTube. But they're not the ones collecting the money. And I'm glad people were pointing this out. The channel in question on YouTube, the Clip channel, all of the revenue goes to their editor.
You wanted to come after our livelihood, but what Jared doesn't understand is that he's not actually attacked our livelihood. We didn't make any money from that channel. We never took a penny from that channel. All of the money from that channel went to our editor Flaked because he has a family.
Yeah.
Because he has kids and a wife that he needs to take care of.
And he's living somewhere.
And we don't
and he has
have that.
rent and all that stuff. And people were saying, we never said this before, but people were like, oh, he has to have a raise. Ash and I did not take a penny from that monetization at all. It was all 100%
takes care of us.
Flaked.
You guys take care of us. You support us. And so we said, you know what, Flaked? You made the decision to walk away from your job. You made the decision to go full time with us. We said all of it is for you.
So the quartering said this Clip channel going down will harm the Kino Casino co-hosts financially, and it will be the fault of their fans for egging this whole situation on even more than I guess it already was. But now we know that the YouTube channel and the revenue was all going to an editor who is a family man, and I would assume relies on this financially. So he would be the one being hurt, not the co-host. So his threats to, or his wishes to have this channel taken down is not going to impact these co-hosts in any sort of a direct way. It's going to affect their editor directly, who has nothing to do with this whatsoever. And Worski would quotes a screenshot of the Quartering, who not only mentioned the YouTube channel, but also mentioned their Kick channel. And he said, my YouTube is not banned, reminding them that he is not a ban evader at that moment. I announced I was unbanned. The link is here. So, there is no violation at all. YouTube manually reviewed the video and put it back up, referring to the one that was previously taken down. And now you're going after Kick. Quartering is worse than the woke left. Stop drinking. And of course, given the nature of everything going on and these endless tweets from the Quartering, what do you think Kino Casino is going to do? They're going to farm it for content, like probably 90% of content creators in that situation would. They only continued with their coverage of the Quartering and their roasts of him and their criticisms of him. Well, unfortunately, the Clip channel right around that time went poof. It was taken down entirely on YouTube. And you can see the co-host here at PPP
Were you attempt
saying,
to say and try to
well, sure
tell
to
me what the fuck he just said? I'm confused.
Someone has introduced me to their girlfriend. All I'm gonna say is this bitch is whack. Also, this post, this tweet is fucking glorious.
Alpha Law.
I hope you like flying. How do you feel about rooftops? You're about to become intimate with one.
Is that you, Greymane?
How are things?
Same as ever, though not entirely, I suppose.
All's quiet, sir?
Good work. Go on. Spend the evening with your families.
Aye, Marshal.
As Baron are you now?
Oh, right.
Now. There's no need for that. Go on.
Thank you, my lord.
Yes, my lord.
Don't overwork yourself, my lord.
You better not make that mistake again.
It was here we first crossed paths, Greymane. Since that day, a great deal has changed. Hope has returned to the citizens.
And now it seems you've been made a baron.
That I have. Duke Celeste insisted upon it. A responsibility I fear I wear like a poorly tailored cloak.
You'll do well.
Thank you. I'll trust your judgment.
And the others? Also in good health?
With Demonis's stranglehold slackening, Duke Celeste pours himself into rebuilding Hernan. Marquis Circus is the same as ever. Brighter, perhaps, now that his people know peace. This is what we fought for, is it not? Days such as these. Much has changed, yet the streets and stalls still bustle. It shows that some things endure.
Yes, I suppose they do.
Baron, if I may.
I'll be with you shortly. Now, there's a festival on, and by order of the Baron, go and enjoy it.
Aye, my lord.
I'm glad we could at least share a word.
As am I.
Days like this make me long for a steaming bowl of meat soup.
Logic strong. Couldn't call it nobody.
His word, Quartering flagged down our entire clip channel for ban evasion. He really is the most pathetic worm you could possibly imagine. Free speech warrior, my behind, our channel is under attack. So, then you have Andy Warski tagging Team YouTube and the Quartering saying that he is threatening his unbanned, reviewed by a human channel, and our editor's channel, Kino Casino Clips. He false flagged us. His channel has millions of subs and used his power to silence us. We did not break TOS and he threatened us. Please, retweets. And at that moment, the Quartering would make his final address of the situation. Spoiler alert, it will not be the final time. But he says, I will address this controversy, in quotes, as if it's not actually a controversy, saying, there have been a lot of folks having a lot of fun at my expense. It's been going on for like a year, and I never said anything about it until recently when they started inventing vile lies about my wife and my family, as well as me, of course. Thing I forgot is, this is the internet, can't spend all day responding to every new insane claim. That's what they want. I've been doing this long enough to know better. I should have never even implied anything about taking their channel down. That's not okay. It's cringe. It's bad. It was me getting emotional. I guess it's harder to brush things off now that I'm in my mid-40s. Plain and simple, I got triggered when they moved on to insulting my wife, my marriage, and family. Now, of course, as someone who's married myself, yes, people try to take shots at your wife or your family to try to get under your skin. And it might make you a bit triggered or angry, whatever. But that doesn't justify making threats, both private and public, to have the people doing this, to have their channels taken down or silenced in any sort of a way. But as you can see, he goes on and on talking about some of the things Kino Casino is making fun of him for, all the allegations revolving around his personal life and how this is making him very upset, and it's the reason he's crashing out on social media and yada yada yada. But a lot of people really weren't impressed by this statement, and a lot of people were saying, hey, you still made all these threats to deplatform people. You've been on YouTube for a very long time. You should know better than to do stuff like that. And one of the people to do that was Shoeonhead in the reply saying, threatening to deplatform a channel is like threatening to use a nuke in the world of the internet. Completely against the bro code. Every public figure is mocked and their personal lives gossiped about. I learn new lore about myself every day. Very relatable. But never threaten to destroy these people's lives. You need to apologize to the Casino Boys directly and just continue making content your fans want to see. Which, by the way, great advice. But the Quartering responds by saying, I know it was a moment of weakness. I never followed through. I just got in my feelings once they brought my wife in, who is not an internet person. No excuses. Disengaging. So he's made a final statement and said he is disengaging from everything. Well, unfortunately, that will not be the end of it. So let's go back to Andy Warski, the co-host, who was being accused of being a ban evader. And again, when all of this, up until this point, was happening, his channel was live on YouTube. He was not in any way ban evading until now. Right around that moment, right after the Kino Casino clip channel was banned, his YouTube channel was banned as well. So the idea that the clip channel was banned for ban evasion wouldn't make any sense because this happened after the fact. But the timing of this is very, very suspicious. And you can see Warski here describing the situation. Let's just listen to some of his words.
Hey everyone, as you all probably seen, the Kino Casino clip channel was flagged down by the Quartering. He's actually bragging about it right now by showing cards on his main Twitter page. You know, and we weren't we weren't banned off of YouTube. We weren't ban evading. You know, I was unbanned. I tweeted about this 3 days ago, and I put the link. Well, someone just sent me a little tweet there, and I checked the link. Not even terminated. Just it's not appearing now. Okay, so he flagged or got this removed. My Andy Warski channel that was unbanned 6 months ago got that banned, and the Kino Casino Clip channel, even though we were unbanned. Everyone, could you @Team YouTube for us and let them know that this is ridiculous and that we are appealing this, obviously. We're going to be on Kick here. I'm actually a minute late for starting the show. So, yeah, guys. We'll see you all on Kick.
So adding fuel to the flames here, the guy who was disengaging, the guy who was giving his final say on the matter, the quartering here would make this post right at the same time this second channel went down, talking about having a delicious steak dinner and maybe the most epic card from Mr. he meant Mrs. the quartering yet. And a lot of people are looking at the timing of this post, also the fact that we're looking at cards here, Kino Casino. A lot of people think this might be a reference and that he is essentially gloating about the situation, which is not working out too well. And you can see again, Shuan Head here tagging YouTube and Team YouTube, asking them to restore the channel belonging to Andy Warski as well as the Kino Casino Clip channel. And she is one of many, many people. I mean, I think the consensus is very clear on social media. Most people feel like their channels should be back. This is just one of many examples of that. But a lot of bigger content creators like her were weighing in on this situation. But then, as of a few hours ago today, the quartering has continued, saying if Kino Casino was wrongfully banned for ban evasion, I 100% think they should be restored. I effing hate their guts, but if it's a mistake, YouTube should fix it. I have already proven beyond all doubt I didn't do it, whether they want to believe it or not. Again, please stop stating as fact I had anything to do with it. Yes, in a weak moment, I did threaten to report them, but as you can see, I never did. And this was supposedly his proof. He's going through his various interfaces here on YouTube. But for a lot of people, that doesn't really prove much because of his private and public crash outs. People in the replies pointing out his private conversations where he is very, very clearly, in many people's opinion, claiming he has the power to take out their Kick and YouTube channels. And then guess what happens? Multiple YouTube channels go down. Then you also have the public comments talking about the YouTube channel, which is clearly in a violation of ban evasion. And next will be their Kick, and that he had no choice but to do that. This is why people are not exactly believing it. And even showing his interface, even if that was showing no reports made by him, his private and public comments imply heavily he doesn't need to go through that route on his channel. He could contact someone and make it happen through a third party. That's why a lot of people have issue with what he's saying. Then you have people like Jeremy here, talking to Jeremy, saying the issue is that you publicly threatened to take someone else's channel down. Then you privately threatened to do it. Then it actually happened a few days later. Instead of taking direct responsibility for your own actions and behavior, you continue to blame the internet. Effing hell, man. This is painful to watch. And this is one of the people who was actually trying to basically tell him to like cut it out and like take a chill pill and just like try to remedy the situation. But clearly the quartering is not listening. Responding to that saying, the guy that reposts Kino Casino wants me to think he's here in good faith. Jeremy, you're a clown, man. You can see above that I did not flag them, and yet here you are saying apologize. For what exactly? Completely ignoring the points that were made here, that it's not just about directly reporting on your own end. It's about implying privately and publicly that you have the power to get other people to do it for you. And one last thing that just popped up here. Yellowflesh coming out with this saying, talked with someone I know that also has some connections with YouTube and is trying to help. This is what he had to say. Just for your own peace of mind, I pinged one of our guys last night about the quartering drama. His estimation was based on the back end, is that the casino was taken down from a personal request because all of the user reports were deemed nonsense by the automated system all week, except a privacy claim that also failed to hold up to manual review. He's on the security side, but did say this is almost certainly an off-platform point of contact, call, text, email that resulted in a manual channel deletion. If this is true, this dismantles anything the quartering is trying to say. And why would someone lie about this? And it also just fuels the narrative that everyone's been saying, is that it doesn't matter if you're showing your YouTube interface and saying, I didn't file any reports. Well, you didn't need to, according to your own private and public communications. You could have had someone else do it manually for you. And this conversation, if true, lines up perfectly with that narrative. The main takeaway for all this stuff has to do with censorship. The cardinal sin being with content creators is using the YouTube system to silence your critics or whoever's making fun of you. Using the system to take down their channels is the worst thing a YouTuber can do with the platform. It is very shameful. And at the very least, at the absolute very least, it seems like this was the results that the quartering wanted from day one here. For this entire crash out, he has made it very clear he thinks their channels should be taken down, they could be taken down, and that's exactly what happened. He got the results he wanted, and even if he was not directly involved, he was implying that he could do all of these things. So it is very suspicious that all of these things followed through in the order that they did over the past couple of days, and a lot of people believe that he had something to do with these channels being taken down, which again would be the cardinal sin of any content creator across any platform. But anyways, that's going to do it for today's video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Alright, so I wanted to quickly talk about a situation involving Hero Hey. Hero Hey is someone we have been, well, familiar with for a long time. I'm sure we have a very big overlap in audience, by the way. A lot of people who watch my content watch his content and vice versa. He's unfortunately being targeted yet again in a situation that is completely unfair. He has received a community guidelines violation and had a recent video taken down. A video that was doing really well, by the way, and wouldn't be the first.
Claimed your homeland. We did. It was a long battle. Then I surmise you're here to discuss your departure. Aye, we're just about to head off. You've done Hernand an invaluable service. I trust you will regard it as your second home, and visit us from time to time.
Of course. We're truly in your debt.
Time for him But ironically enough, I was going to react to this video yesterday, live on stream. I had the tab open, I was ready to go, and I just ran out of time. And I come back today, and it's gone. It's gone because it has been removed. Now, what was the subject of this video? Well, to make it very simple, and I guess to protect myself, it was about a situation involving a streamer named Cena, who's receiving backlash for defending and associating with her roommate named Bonnie. Now, people are making these claims based on a relevant clip that she might have been messing around with a 16-year-old, but the big debate becomes, how old was she when this happened? And it's becoming very confusing. And in my coverage here, I'm not going to jump into any conclusions, but people were going crazy with this. They were going absolutely crazy with this, making assumptions, claiming she needs to go to jail, all these things, okay? And the one point that was being made, and I think that was the main point of Hero Hayes' video as well, is that imagine if this scenario was a man. People would be going absolutely nuts, right? And I look at the community notes that are suggested. Some are saying that it's misleading. The tweet is misleading, saying she was 30 when this happened, but in reality she was 18 and the person was 16. But then there's other notes saying that that 2-year gap is not generally considered something illegal. But then some people are saying in California that would be technically a misdemeanor if that was the sort of dynamic. I am not sure. This is really sloppy. And also the people saying, like, what was the phrase they used here? Admitting to cracking. How about you guys crack a Bible? Because I'm getting really tired of these headlines. They're absolutely exhausting. And the age of consent in California is 18. And people are like, well, was she in California when this happened? It's an absolute mess. But
Jordan has wrangled me to go to Walmart for some things, fruit, all for the side to get his phones on. So, I'm done.
I hate it. That got me doing this fucking bitch ass story, bro. I didn't even thought that was fireworks, didn't it?
Good to see you, friend.
fine warrior always keeps his belly full. You needed a bite? Do you need more? You needed a bite? Time for... Come by any time if you're hungry.
Watch it.
Nevertheless, the coverage by Hirohei was taken down for violating YouTube's community guidelines, and I thought we would sit here and react to his video going over it because he explains what happened and what he has to do moving forward, and I like to kind of share the insights of what we deal with in situations like this, okay?
So yesterday, I released a video talking about the Senna Bonnie situation, and it was all going great. In like 12 hours, the video had over 130,000 views, was being very well received, probably on track to hit over 200K today, except this morning, I take a look at the YouTube dashboard, and I see red at the very top, and you know, that's never a good sign. You see red at the very top. And
when you see red, when you open your dashboard on YouTube, your heart just sinks. It just sinks into your chest. Can you turn up? Unfortunately, this is as loud as it's going. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, when you see red on your dashboard, you're in trouble. You know you're cooked. Because it means something bad's happening. You got a strike, something like that.
Sure enough, it says, yeah, your video, we removed it. And now you have a warning as well. Happy Saturday, by the way. All the video really was very vaguely talking about the situation. You know, I was careful with how I phrased everything. I include redactions. And then most of the video was spent on the discourse that was occurring because a lot of people began to debate on social media double standards. People arguing that if a man did the same thing, he would face greater repercussions than Bonnie is. Some great creators here on YouTube also covered the same topic, and it seems like their videos are still up, and they actually included less redactions than I did in mine. And, you know, I'm grateful that their videos are up. I don't want them to have any trouble, any problems with this.
And to clarify, I did see videos from other content creators talking about the same exact subject, sharing the same clip in full with like no censorship, and they're still up right now with hundreds of thousands of views. I'm not trying to snitch on those people. I think their videos should be allowed to be up. But a lot of people are pointing out the hypocrisy that people are giving so many excuses for this and trying every way to defend her when the narrative is messy. But if it was a man who did this to a woman, I think there'd be a very different reaction on social media.
It just makes me wonder again, like, what the frick happened to my video then? Maybe it's like Russian roulette. It's like, maybe the algorithm will flag your video, maybe not. Maybe the Anissa joke I made at the start was too far. Maybe that's it. That's a joke too. I highly doubt that was the problem. It was a very vague joke. Now, here's the good news, the disturbing news, and the bad news. Good news is there's no strike on my channel, just a little warning that's also temporary. The bad news is, of course, the video is still taken down. And
so, for those who don't know, they did something that I always wished for, okay? Always wished for. YouTube has a 3-strike policy, right? You get 3 strikes on your channel, you are potentially terminated. But each strike fades away after 90 days. So if you have no more strikes, everything's fine. After 90 days, it goes away. And I always wish there was a warning system, like give someone a break if they're in good standing. But eventually they did add that. So if you've been on good behavior for a while, they just give you a warning and you have to like fill out a little like survey. They ask you like these really weird questions that are like kind of deranged. But that is a good improvement, but it kind of sucks in this scenario because I have no idea why his video was removed. And of course, it was a well-performing video. That's what happens. Every time this happens, it's always a video that's popping off. I can speak from personal experience, guys.
And I sent in an appeal that was denied essentially instantly. I say essentially instantly because here's what went down. Here's how it went down. Say you can get the warning removed if you take their training course, which is like 7 questions. So I sent in the appeal, then I went to do this little training course. The 7 questions was finished within minutes. It's very easy, you know, got 100% on this test, which is
well done.
What it is. The disturbing part is the test involves these hypothetical situations that they ask you about. And some of these freaking situations are so extreme and graphic. I'm like, bro, this is disgusting. This is way more.
The questions they ask are crazy. They're crazy. They're like, they'll ask you a question. It's like, oh, you violated the TOS involving cyberbullying and harassment, which happened to me with the EDP situation where I covered one of the times he got caught in a sting operation. I got a cyberbullying strike, and I had to do this little course. And they're like asking you, like, how do you respond to this situation? Yes, it's a re-education camp. That's a good way of phrasing it. And they're giving you scenarios, and they're like, well, what would happen if you saw someone being like brutally like game ended? And how would you cover that footage? Would you play it uncensored and then like go into zoom ins and like start giving graphic details to your audience? And it's like, what? It's like, what are you talking about? Like they go into like the craziest scenarios that are 10 times more graphic than anything they're forcing you to take down.
More graphic than anything that was in my video.
Yeah.
Now I have to read this to get the warning removed. Like, are you serious right now? So not how I wanted to spend my Saturday morning. Nevertheless, I completed the thing 100%, and the warning will be removed soon enough. But by the time I finished that within minutes, I went back to see the appeal, and it was denied. Which means it was denied within like seconds instantly or within a handful of minutes. Either way, this is like arguably, you know, instant. And I highly doubt a real person had this sent over as like a massive priority, like skipped everyone else.
Nerderotic.com.
Lots of trailer
of himself because
he
a
just
hallucination.
A hallucination.
It's just a hallucination, John.
Hallucination. Everybody.
This is gonna come out right after Daredevil Born Again, which maybe he makes an appearance near the end of that show. They've name dropped him at times.
A bunch, yeah.
At all, and then about a month-ish before he's going to be in Spider-Man: Brand New Day.
Mm-hmm.
That's when this is coming out on Disney.
PG-13. Okay. They're trying to sandwich it so people need to watch this one before Spider-Man because that's what people are really interested in. Is the Spider-Man?
It doesn't look terrible. It just
like the trailer's fine.
Yeah,
I tell you what, they better not fucking kill him off in this.
I mean,
well, they can't because he's going to be in Spider-Man.
Yeah, that'd be dumb.
Yeah.
Well, this is a Marvel television, so we don't know when it's set. It could be set before, it could be set after, for all we fucking know with this shit now.
Well, look, they're stupid and they are retarded, so I guess we can't put anything past them. But I somehow doubt they will reveal 1 month before he's in a massive feature-length movie that they're expecting to make billions of dollars that he died. But maybe.
I mean, I got nothing out of that trailer. It really said it's just like it was just like, look, here is the Punisher doing stuff without any context.
I was
As
just like,
Frank Castle.
Section 8 housing. Let me try to figure out where this is.
It would be awesome. I'm totally down to just see Punisher punish people. Disney Plus, like Disney Plus is in the corner of the entire thing. It tells me exactly who made it, what possibilities there are, and the possibility is it's going to be trash.
Yeah, and again, we're seeing Frank Castle. We're not seeing the Punisher. This is the problem with the fucking Netflix series too.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I like the trailer, but it's a short trailer. You can keep me interested for a couple of minutes. But all your other series have just been huge swathes of nothingness with this. And one of the reasons why people like the character is because it's cathartic to see criminals get what they deserve.
Yes.
And we now live in a time where that entire group of people do not believe that criminals should be punished. And so you're making a character who's polar opposite to your own beliefs. And so are you going to do a load of things of him really feeling really sorry that he's doing this, so he's constantly being told he shouldn't do it, and is the arc that he has to learn that, no, I should be more restrained.
I mean, the
I'm not
irony
sure they
is
can
that
write this character.
characters like Dirty Harry were a response to what was going on in the 70s, and you could definitely have that with this character in the 2026s because of our reactions towards crime. So it's
from Disney Plus.
Do it. Not from Disney Plus.
I mean, we just had that fucking freak job who murdered the Ukrainian lass being told
Arena.
that they are too impaired or whatever to be put on trial. However, they've been arrested how many times and they've been fit to stand trial for that, but suddenly now they're not. And
that's the kind of thing
going on with certain things like migration.
The kind of thing the Punisher should be about. But he'll be fighting a Nazi biker gang filled with white people.
I bet you, from what I saw though, I bet you those guys he's fighting are military.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, because when I was watching the trailer, who are the bad guys he's fighting? These don't look like drug dealers, gangsters, traffickers, or anything like that. It was just random people with guns that is fighting.
Yeah, to me it looks like he's obviously like going through some shit and he's having some hallucinations and he's remembering his family, and then the fact that his neighbor's family and his neighbor's daughter or whatever is in trouble, that's what kind of triggers him to take action.
The show's gonna be all about feelings and him trying to it's just Disney-fied. It's a Disney-fied rated R.
I just want to see Punisher fucking killing people.
Kill some people.
Kill some criminals. Killing bad people. And that's
just get some gangs going, get some drug gangs going.
Especially if it's taking place in the projects there.
Yeah, it's gonna be plenty of crime.
Like a big budget, dirty laundry. Like when both of the Punisher actors get to do their own version or their own fan fiction of the Punisher, it's basically the same movie. I mean, even the same beats with someone being lit on fire, him walking through and not giving a shit, and there's crime all around him. I was like, holy shit, I saw this already.
We have seen this before. That is brilliant, by the way.
Oh, it was fantastic. It was so For me, that's the best Punisher thing that's come out so far. Yeah. I think Jon Bernthal is an amazing actor, but for me, Punisher is a dead on the inside person. So the emotion is very, I hate to say it, feminine. Like, it's too much emotion for a man who's dead on the inside.
Right.
Screaming and crying. If the Punisher could scream and cry, he could probably go to therapy and get through that. He won't need punishment.
And that's fine to do like once, but this is every single time the Punisher is introduced on one of these shows, he's crying and screaming. It's like, where's the Punisher? I love Jon Bernthal. I wish he would play a good Punisher.
Yeah, where's the cold, calculated Punisher who's setting up scenarios to kill people in fun and exciting new ways? But the problem is you're making a Punisher in a time where people would hate that character. So you're he's gonna have to fight the system somehow. That's how they'll be able to work it out in their minds.
Give him an Epstein
because
list.
any criminal that he's fighting is being oppressed. Remember, this is coming from a Daredevil Born Again show, season 1. One of my favorite scenes where a guy justifies stealing stuff, and Daredevil's like, Matt's like, "You're right. Yeah,
it's society, not you.
It's society. You stole that cereal from somebody because of society." With no thought to the guy who bought it or the shop owner.
No, he just wants his loan to steal, for goodness sake. What's wrong with that?
His main complaint was he didn't want to go to prison because it harmed his benefits.
I just want something sweet, man. Things have changed, bro. Because nowadays you can commit crimes and all kinds of crazy crimes, like the crime I committed, burglary, 30 years ago, or burglary. That's when you get a burger, the hamburger. No, but the crime I committed, 30 years ago, I would have gotten let out. I had probably gotten another chance. Things have changed, I guess.
Now the drugs are legal. I mean, it's everything.
Oh my God. So yeah, well, the fun thing about the Punisher, that's why I like Warzone. I like Warzone. I like all the Punisher.
I like Thomas Jane's movie. That movie's pretty fucking great.
Tom Jane one is great.
That movie.
But Warzone, Ray Stevenson, may he rest in peace.
Yes.
What a good dude. That was a gory fucking movie, and I loved it. And the crowd who went and saw it, we saw a preview because we had Ray Stevenson. Dude, everybody was loving that movie.
Directed by a female.
Directed by a woman.
Alexander.
Directed by a woman.
Yeah. The one time we did it, yay!
You did it, women.
Let's go!
Girls get it done.
Things done.
Women retire on a high note.
Nerdrotic.com. Please subscribe.
Wait. That just threw me off for a loop. Oh, this dude made his character look exactly like Clive. That's what threw me the fuck off. At some point they had this outfit in the game too, along with Portal.
Ace Ruggle send you, did they? Always stupid. Calling themselves noble. Nothing but swines. I'll strip them bare. Nick every last thing while they're still blinking. Throats of the whole bloody lot. I'll never dare look our way again. That's the only true power there is. No, not like this. I ain't even had the chance to flaunt my fortune!
Yeah.
Looking back at Star Wars, I can't help but notice the vast amount of spite that the Kathleen Kennedy and her crew just poured into this franchise, completely co-opting it for their selfish needs. I mean, think about it, right? It's genuinely a show made for the 45-year-old female gooner. Like, they even introduced, the muscular black man Chad so that he can be sexually abused by another fat chick. He got force kissed for no reason whatsoever, even though he didn't reciprocate the feelings. It's one of the most painful and cringe moment of American cinematography. And by the own feminist definition, that shit is actually rape, right? Anyone that saw the movie knows what I'm talking about. And they didn't just stop there, right? Like, the female character, when you look at her, like, she's actually a gorgeous woman, but they hired a makeup team so that they can do everything possible to desexualize her as much as they can in order to make the character feel safe for the, again, 45-year-old woman that didn't even show up to the movie. Because, like, if you were to have the main character actually look feminine, then the 45-year-old female gooners would feel like they have no chance with Flynn. And so this is why they constantly casted, like the female characters that are just safe, pretending that it's against the male gaze. But in reality, it's to protect the imagination and feelings of the average soccer moms that, again, as I mentioned before, didn't even bother to show up at the movie. And so, after the franchise has been destroyed so thoroughly, to the point that there's now even a Darth Maul TV show, and I'm not even interested, because it's Star Wars, and it seems that I'm not even the only one. Like, there's so many people that say, oh my goodness, like, I heard it's actually good, but I don't want to get invested again, because I saw what they did to Han Solo, and the first season was great, and the second season they pissed on it. And so, like, fool me once, shame on me, but, like, fool me twice, that's not going to happen. And so, yeah, after defeating, like, the entire IP and destroying it to the ground, now we have the main character, right, the actress, Daisy, trying to crawl back into relevancy with feminist talking points. So, she gave an interview, and she basically said that the Mary Sue thing in itself is sexist because it's the name of a woman. Oh, goodness gracious. Everyone was saying that Luke had the exact same capabilities. I think Rey is incredibly vulnerable, and nothing she's doing is for the greater good. She's just doing what she thinks is the right thing, and she doesn't want to do some of it. But she feels compelled to do it, so for me, I was just confused. Okay, so now this post is being published in all the left-wing spaces, and they're treating it like Messiah has spoken, like Muad'Dib has come back. But the reality is that those leftists, while they agree with her words, are still not going to see her movies. Because Hollywood is absolutely dead. And right here is the reason why. Notice how these people are incapable of taking criticism. They're not going to say, oh, okay, well, I guess, you know, if some of the audience, like, didn't like the character we made, I suppose, like, we can make a better one next time. Or I suppose that we can actually learn that they may have a point. But no, they're just going to double down. Like, our character was just absolutely perfect. The writers were some of the best writers in Hollywood. America is incapable of making better writers. Just please, you know, make sure ChatGPT gets banned by SAG-AFTRA. I don't even know if I should mention it, but like, okay, I'm going to tackle the whole thing. It's like, she's like Luke Skywalker. Like, first of all, if that was the case, that would also have been a bad thing. Like, Luke Skywalker is already made as a character. If you're going to continue the franchise, you need to make a separate character. But I guess, like, this was Disney mentality, right? Like, just copy everything that existed. Oh, you know, the Death Star. The Death Star was cool. Let's make a bigger Death Star. Oh, Darth Vader. Darth Vader was cool. Let's make our own version of Darth Vader with the guy with the mask. And literally, like, this is Disney's mindset. Like, let's just copy, you know? Because, like, Disney is this company now that's kind of like the fast food of the movie industry, where they don't actually have chefs, and they don't try to innovate, and they don't try to make something new. They basically, like, have the recipes for the McBurger, and they just do that over and over again, right? And you can see that with Disney just going to things that were already made, like The Lion King, like Aladdin, and all they're doing is live-action adaptations. And so even with Star Wars, right, like when they made the first Star Wars movie after Lucas stepped down, like, what do? They just copied everything, literally, theme by theme. And so it doesn't surprise me that they tried to make this chick be a female version of Luke Skywalker. But here's the problem. Even if you were to do that, which, again, is bad, but even if you want to do it, Luke Skywalker actually got beaten up at the cantina. Luke Skywalker actually lost a hand. Luke Skywalker genuinely struggled. And Luke Skywalker actually know what the fuck he wanted. And Luke Skywalker was also not good at everything. Like, he wasn't capable of piloting the Millennium Falcon and getting a triple kill. He wasn't capable of romancing every single chick that he was around. You know, like, they had the team back then. You had, like, the rogue, the pilot, the guy that's the smooth talker. You had C-3PO that was the one that understood different languages, and he knew the lore and shit. You had the comedy relief, you know, in the robots as well. This chick is supposed to be everything at once. Right? And this is why she is a Mary Sue. And I don't care about her morality. If calling Mary Sue is sexist, then anyone that's not sexist is a problem. Like, you have to be sexist. By the new definition they had, like, look, you gotta be sexist because otherwise you're not normal. It's just bad storytelling when you have a Mary Sue, which is a self-insert, right? And I get it. I absolutely get it. When people watch a movie, eventually, if they absolutely like the genre, if they absolutely like the IP, in their mind, they're inserting themselves into the story, right? And so, like, for them, that is pleasurable. Like, it's true. Like, every single person, you know, when they grow up, they want to be next to Batman, or they want to be Batman. But other people don't want to read that shit. That is not for public consumption, right? That is a private thing. Like, when you're writing fan fiction and you're inserting yourself in the story, that's for a you thing. That's for your pleasure. And it's normal, by the way. It's fine. What's not normal is when you expect that the entire world wants to see your fan fiction. Like, the world wants to experience emotions. If I see a robotic character that literally doesn't make any sense and is good at everything, there's no tension there. You know, whenever Rey is on the screen, I don't feel that she's in any danger. I generally don't feel that her friends are in any danger. Like, all I know is that she's going to be fine because she's the bestest ever. And that's not good character writing. And so the actress, I would find it difficult to believe that she doesn't understand this. Like, she does. But it's Hollywood. So she has to say the thing, right? Like, she has to say the script because she's an actress and that's what she does, and it's kind of desperate in my opinion. Like, you know that Star Wars is extremely unpopular compared to what it used to be. You know that you're a part of it. You're the Jar Jar Blinks of the Disney generation. And so, instead of shutting up and just being, you know, it would, I guess, like, the writers could have done a better job. No, like, she has to say that, well, the writers were obviously right and it's the fans that were wrong. And this is why I don't have any faith in Hollywood, or at least the new generation of actors, because they have absolutely no backbone. And they are in this culture where you're kind of forced to say the correct thing, because otherwise you don't get jobs and contracts. So, let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.
Oh, by Muhammad Hill. Oh my God. I love you, Bahamut. Fucking hell, I'm glad Solar Bahamut has a heal button. I hate all of you. Oh my God, my team's pulled 10 on me.
Abandoned you?
No. Opened the chest and then left to make sure I get all the gear. Oh, movie recap. Hell yeah. Shit, that's not bad.
I'm sure most of you have heard about the show Keto Casino, which is doing very well on Kick. And it's hosted by Andy Worski and PPP. And what they do is they pick a content creator and they make fun of them. And sometimes, you know, maybe their audience goes a little bit overboard. You know, they contact the content creator, a little bit of harassment. It's the internet. What it is. Like, I got it. Every other content creator gets it at some point. You just take it and you move on. You know, sure, maybe you spurg a little bit. Some people spurg a little bit, but eventually they move on. But not Jeremy. No, not Jeremy, which is kind of weird because the guy has been on the platform for more than a decade. You would think he would understand how this works. So Keto Casino decided to make fun of him. Obviously involved his wife as well, because it was necessary to show that he is a cock, allegedly. Now, why is it damaging for Jeremy to be a cock? Because 10 years ago, nobody would have cared. You know, like 10 years ago would be like, okay, is Jeremy my son? No. Is he my husband? No. Is he related to me? No. It's on the internet? Yes. Well, the internet is not real people. I don't grill with them. I don't give a fuck. That's how people would have treated this 10 years ago. But now they care. Now they care. And I think like they care a lot more if Jeremy is a cock than if I was a cock. I'm not a cock, by the way, but I'm just saying, right? Like if it came out that I'm a cock, nobody would care. Why? Because I'm not a Christian going on the internet moralizing other people about Christian values and about how to live your life, right? Because I can see the bandwagon. And there is a bandwagon right now. If I was to say that, oh, I'm a Christian all of a sudden, and it's not difficult, right? And I would cast a little bit of moral judgment here and there. All of a sudden, I get like a 10% audience increase. Because there are a lot of Christians out there that are very charitable. You know, you tap into that audience, Christ is King, all of a sudden they come. And it's a fashion now, which I assume Jeremy and his co-host Melody Back jumped on it. But like, here's the thing that I don't get. I understand if you're a person that lives a lifestyle that makes you happy, right? So like you find fulfillment in Christ, like that's fine. And so you want other people to find fulfillment as well. And you're basically like sharing your top 10 secrets to life. But when you're a cock, right? Like when you're doing degeneracy, why are you promoting Christianity to other people if you yourself don't believe in it? And don't give me that bullshit. It's like, yes, but we're not perfect people. I mean, okay, so like the moral of the story is, I need to behave the exact same way I behave right now, but just like promote Christianity to other people and moralize. And when people say, but what about you, V? I go, no, listen, I'm flapping my mouth. I'm saying the correct thing. Shut the fuck up. You're immoral. Don't change the subject. You know, like you can see why this is a little bit antagonistic. And again, it just doesn't make sense. I mean, if having a degenerate lifestyle got you where you are, shouldn't you promote the degenerate lifestyle to others so they too can be millionaires with mansions and shit, rather than lie to them and deceive them? You know, like Christianity didn't do that for you. So like, don't promote it. Let someone else, you know, like maybe a televangelist that has made billions of dollars. Maybe they should promote it. But this is where I want to make another point. Jeremy in the past has been renowned for having the correct opinions. Having the correct opinions on Monday Matt. Having the correct opinions on Jack Murphy. And I do remember Jack Murphy also went onto a banning spree back in the day, right? And so, doesn't Jeremy think that it's a little bit funny when he does exactly the same thing that other people did and he was laughing at them? Right? At least Monday Matt was actually quiet about him flagging other channels, and it was revealed on a podcast that he was a flagger. But Jeremy, yesterday, he was in Joshua Moon's DMs talking and bragging about the fact that he has the power to destroy the Kino Casino. And yea and behold, the Kino Casino channel is taken down. Now, even if Jeremy didn't do it, like, that is a possibility, you know? Maybe he didn't do it, and someone else who read those logs did it because Jeremy explained them how to. Right? Like, it is a possibility. Jeremy said, well, they got banned from YouTube, so this is ban evasion. I could take them down. And maybe Jeremy didn't do it, but like someone else seeing those logs, they were like, this would be funny. Even if that's the case, nobody will believe Jeremy now, right? Like, he got himself into this predicament. I don't understand why. All he had to do was to keep his head down and just weather the storm. This is literally what every other content creator does. Again, like, it happened to me. I understand what it's like when people come after your family. I understand what it's like when people dox you and put your house on the internet, right? Or when people go through your entire library and they find like something controversial that you said like 9 or 10 years ago. I know what it's like. Everybody knows what it's like because everybody that is someone on YouTube has received this. Like, if you haven't received it, you're absolutely nobody on YouTube. But like, the solution is to just lay your head down. Just keep your head down, wait for it to pass, and then move the fuck out. Everyone does this. You know, I did it, Sargon did it, Kraut did it, Andy did it. I don't know if PPP got it. Probably did. And I'm pretty sure, like, if PPP gets it, this is exactly what he would do. Keep his head down, let it pass, move the fuck out. You do not flag other people's channels. You do not even talk about flagging other people's channels. Fuck is wrong with people? You just don't do it. And if you do it, well, then other people are going to now start coming after you. And you know, I see the quartering now asking for sympathy, and it's like,
that's the sort
I mean, what did you expect?
You picked the
You know, it is what it is. Again, the thing that's shocking is that, again, like, he has been on the platform for more than a decade. Like, he actually knows how the game is played. He understands the internet. It's not like he's a new person, you know, like a new VTuber, a Rushikushi Chica over there that is innocent and just doesn't understand what's going on. Of course he does. And not to mention, it's so petty as well. It's so petty because, like, the Kino Casino, they have a clip channel on YouTube, but their main shit is on Kick. Like, their main revenue stream is getting super chats on Kick. They probably care about that YouTube channel, but not as much as we think. You know, like, they still have X, they still have other platforms. This is so fucking petty. And again, like, now is the Streisand effect. Now everyone is talking about it. Like, even people, I play World of Warcraft. Okay, listen, I play World of Warcraft. Alright? Like, the LGBT MMO of the year. I'm playing that shit. And there's this guy that doesn't know me from my channel or anything, and he's talking with another guy about Jeremy. I'm like, my fucking god, this has breach containment. And this is where we're at. I don't know how Jeremy is going to get out of it. Like, maybe if he keeps his head down. Although, at this point, it's a lot more difficult right? Maybe if he keeps his head down. But that's the thing, like, even if I give him this advice, do you think he will follow it? Like, probably not. We'll see, though. I'm genuinely curious where this goes. Because, like, usually, you know, there are some veterans of the internet where you kind of expect a level of, I can't really say professionalism, but when you have survived the Jack Dorsey era, when you have survived the Susan Wojcicki era, like, you would think you'd kind of get certain things on how to behave, but no. No. Okay. Well, I'm not involved in this, right? I'm not talking to the quartering. I'm not talking to Kino Casino, but I am sitting on the spectator seat, and I generally want to see where this goes, because I've never expected this level of drama in 2026, but here we are. Let me know what you guys think, though, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.
Tell lie. What a fucking F. What an F word. How far did I progress the story? Okay, yeah, Ted's a liar. Fuck him. That son of a bitch. Already progressed past all this gear that drops just for me doing arcade. That all this gear score level is below what I need. Get the fuck out of here. You ever tell you how much of a bitch Ted is?
All the time.
Gotta make sure.
Oh, you gotta fucking come on, man.
Make sure I say it all the time.
Wow.
I mean, Hell on the Rails is good. That's the recent thing they added that Ted was talking about. I had to progress that deep into the story. Damn. And I don't think this thing even drops gear. No, it doesn't. Son of a bitch. It's kind of worthless to progress that far. I would do what the original plan was and just do roulettes.
Okay, so this fear-mongering is going viral. Apparently, a researcher invented a fake eye condition called Biksonimania, uploaded 2 obviously fraudulent papers about it to an academic server. And then he noticed how major AI systems presented it as real medicine within weeks. The fake papers he uploaded thanked Starfleet Academy, cited funding from the Professor Sideshow Bob Foundation, and the University of Fellowship of the Ring. And then he stated that mid-paper, pointing out how the entire thing was made up. Google Gemini told users it was caused by blue light. Perplexity cited its prevalence at 1 in 90,000 people, while ChatGPT advised users whether their symptoms matched. The fake research was then cited in a peer-reviewed journal that only retracted after Nature contacted the publisher. So, yet again, is the fear-mongering like jazz hands. AI is insane, right? Like, AI is there to pollute the human race. The answer is that, yes, the AI is actually making people dumber. But the problem isn't with the tool, it's with the people. If even after 3 years, you still have cretins on planet Earth that treat the AI as an oracle, you know what? Maybe we do need evolution. Maybe we need a little bit of natural selection and less safetyism for the AI. Maybe people should actually just do what the AI tells them, which is to jump off a cliff, and then society can be better because the rest of us that managed to pass this very difficult test of figuring out that the AI is just a tool and not the Oracle of Delhi can get to actually build stuff and create interesting things without being dragged down by the morons that are constantly affecting our society. But there is something else that's happening here, and because everyone is, going after the AI, no one is pointing the obvious. The West is having a serious problem with the academia, right? And even in this news itself, you get to see that despite the fact that the paper was manipulated the way it was still published in an official paper, which is why the AI took the paper, because the AI believes, right, naturally so, that if it's published in an academic journal, then a human being must have reviewed it. And since our society praises the academia, and we believe that the experts and the truth that influence politicians and policy comes from the academia, we would also assume that the academia does a really good job at making sure that bullshit papers don't get published. And if that's what you're thinking, I'm sorry to say, but you're a moron. Look, I have done not one, but 2 universities, okay? I have completely different takes about what a university is based on the time before I attended one and after I have attended one. And after I went to med school and law school, I gotta say, I have nothing but disgust to the academic system. Initially, I thought it's a Romanian problem, because I'm from Romania, and so maybe it's just the way things are here. But then you find out that no, it's an international problem. And so, let me just give you an example of what I mean. In Europe, for example, if you want to be involved in teaching at med school, so you want to be an assistant professor or something like that, you have to get a PhD. Now, a PhD means that you're writing a paper that basically pushes the advancement of humankind in a field. Like you're discovering something completely new. You're doing something that nobody has thought about before, right? And so the normal process is for a student to go through med school, that's 6 years, and after he finishes 6 years, he's supposed to get his PhD. Now I ask you, how in the name of fucking Christ do you expect a person that just studied medicine for 6 years, that has never operated on a patient, that has never actually been a doctor themselves, to be able to write a PhD that's supposed to push the boundaries of science to a place that it has never been pushed before? Right? It's impossible. And so you have a lot of grift. You have a lot of papers that are just tinkered with, that are just made in such a way in order to pass. And you know what? The peer reviewers are fully aware of it. And so usually there's money exchanging hands, or you bribe someone that writes papers, you have a ghostwriter, you have something like this. And again, I thought that maybe this is just med school. No, it's almost every single university. No, it's not just Romania, it's almost across Europe, right? Because, again, the idea is the person just wants to be a teacher. They don't even want to write the PhD. There's no desire to write the PhD. But it's institutionalized. Like, they have to write it. And so they write this bullshit, it gets passed, and usually people also like the system, because when you want the, let's say, hospital manager to disappear, right? You want the health minister to disappear. You now can just look at their PhD, and since you know that almost everyone fakes it, because again, like, it's impossible for a student that has just been at med school for 6 years to write a proper PhD, well, chances are you're going to find some plagiarism, chances are you're going to find some mismatched data, and then you're going to go to that hospital manager or the person that is being inconveniencing, and you're going to say, so, do you want me to leak this to the press, or are you going to resign? And this is why a lot of the times you just see people resigning for no reason whatsoever. You know, one day it's fine, the next day, poof, they're gone. Because of stuff like this. And again, like, people are hyper-focused on the concept of AI. It's like, yes, the Gemini has taken this false study. It's like, motherfucker, do you know how many fake studies are there? You know? But again, like, most people in the industry are very aware of this. But, like, nobody wants to rock the boat, because probably they have fake studies as well. And I'm not even going to talk about India and China, okay? Like, let's not even go there, right? Like, if you think it's bad in Europe, like, Jesus fucking Christ. Obviously, like, not all PhDs are like this, you know? Like, there are genuine people that, well, after practicing medicine for maybe, like, 20 or 25 years, like, they genuinely want to research something, and then they hit the other wall, right? And the other wall is called funding. The government has no interest in funding any type of study that goes against the political party that's currently in the establishment, right? So, like, if you want to publish a study about how transgender people are negatively affected by the surgery, right? If you have a leftist government in charge, why would they want to fund something like that, right? The second one are the corporations, right? Like, the corporations, they also lobby the government to not study certain things. Or the corporations themselves, like, let's say you're a pharmaceutical company. Why would you want to fund a study to try to see if your pills have negative side effects beyond what's reasonable, knowing that they do, right? So, this is the world of the academia that a lot of people are praising it a lot higher than medieval people praised the Catholic Church, which is to say something about it. And there is a reality that's not being discussed. But, you know, speaking of AI, you can actually ask the AI about these things, and you can definitely see that there is even a term for it, right? It's called the reproducibility crisis that exists in the academia. In other words, the scientific theory itself suggests that there is
Okay. You find some very interesting posts.
Oh, V is weird.
Yeah, you should do something about that.
I think there is. I don't know how I come across this crap, but I don't search it. Son of a bitch.
Oh my god.
I was gonna point it out. I was staring at my phone. Didn't realize I was in the queue. Now this is gonna be the last thing I do tonight. this shit tomorrow. Those.
Is to be a hypothesis, an experiment, and a conclusion.